we've been talking about the need for organ donors out there. Well, this week marks National Minority Organ Donor Awareness Week, and this morning we have Edwina Garza, who's here to tell us a little bit more about that. Now, in our first half hour, we spoke about the need. There's great need, and there's not quite enough people that have signed up. So if people want to sign up to become an organ donor, what do they have to do to get that started?
It takes 60 seconds. It doesn't really require much. We just need your name, your address, date of birth, that sort of information, really basic. And you can register 24 hours a day at donatelifetexas.org, or when you go to the DPS office to renew your license, get a new license, or get an ID, you can register there. That's where we have most of our registrations, are through the DPS office. And on Saturday, if anyone in the community is interested, we'll be at Knapp Medical Center from 8 to 12. We're going to have a donor family there with a kidney recipient, and anyone who wants to get some questions answered and sign up right there, they're more than welcome. And
you bring up this family that's going to be there. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story to share. What sorts of transplants do you see? What sorts of diseases go with these? And what kind of need is there in the Valley for this?
In the Valley, the biggest need is mostly for kidneys, and so many people have diabetes here in this community, so it's a lot of kidney failure. People are on dialysis for as long as they can be, which is really a difficult way to live. You sometimes go 3 times a week, and it takes up your whole day, and you recover the next day, and so there comes a point where they need to get that transplant. That's mostly what we see in Texas, in our Texas Organ Sharing Alliance. Our region is from Austin to San Antonio to the Rio Grande Valley. That's mostly what we see is kidney need because of diabetes. It's the highest, and then it goes on to liver and heart, and pancreas, and those sort of things are a little bit lower, but the kidney is the absolute key.
And of course, there are some cases where your next of kin that is living can help you by giving you an organ if it's possible, but there's also organs that have to be transplanted because you only get one of them, right?
Right.
So tell us more about maybe some cases that you've seen here in the Valley.
Well, my own family, one of my cousins, he had kidney failure, and his father donated his kidney to him. So live donation is very easily done. A lot of people, a lot of friends and family say, well, I want to step up, and you try and see if you're a match, and sometimes it doesn't work out. If, let's say, you and I want to try and help one another out, and I can't be a match for you, or you can't be a match for me, but there are statewide and nationwide organizations that you can go into, and you can be a match for someone else, and there's this chain reaction. I think last year there was one case where it was 17 people ended up getting kidney transplants from someone else who just wanted to help out.
And if you don't have a match, that's where this comes in. That's where the donor comes in. And of course, we want to thank you so much for being here this morning. Once again, really quickly, where are you going to be having that fair where people can come out and see you?
We will be at Knapp Medical Center in Weslaco from 8 to 12 p.m.
Great. Thank you so much for being here, Ms. Garza. Very helpful information.